So, okay, select button, we're already covered in the last video, where you can hold, push the select button or your touch pad, where you can hold square, move up and down with your left D-pad or your left analog. I prefer the D-pad, easier to actually use. You can type by pushing X, you get the keyboard on. You can hold triangle to, and then use, while you're holding triangle, you can use left analog to size it, like what I'm doing right now. I always like putting like this. Oh, cool. God bless me. Oh. And if you tap triangle to minimize it, push triangle again, you put it back how you set it up as. Then you circle, of course, you back out. Now if you're in a league, you have different tabs. You can hit your L and R1 to switch back and forth. If you have different voice channels, you can hit L and R2. And then if you go hold your start menu or your option, option is on PS4, start is your PS3. I like holding start, but if you just push start or option once, you get the menu just how it is. You can hit an L and R2 by switching different tabs. Game don't like moving too fast because you can highlight, double highlight it. Map icon on the very bottom, on duty. That's once you hit level 30. You can create a league. Now this is not like Neverwinter or Star Trek, where you have to have like up to 5 people in one group to actually form a league. Back then it was, you had to have somebody in your group, at least one other person. But now you can create it at whatever you want to actually put it. Let's put first heroes. What the heck was I gonna? Let's see if this name's taken. No. First heroes. See? Just form a league. And welcome to the channel. Summary, roster, log, and then your ranking. So you can name it as by just going to the label to whatever you want to actually put it as. Permission, if you set permission for enable permissions, only those people underneath that level can actually change the number, the specific. Like, so if you have it on the second rank, only this person can actually change the name for the candidate. Voice channel, you can disable it, have one if like for penalize people are being jerk offs in a rank, you can give them a warning and put them in a warning rank. You can use that as any way how you can actually think of. You can keep your eyes on what people takes out or put in your league bank. It's there. Watch out how you invite somebody in your league. If it's a random person, you start talking and hanging out with, but they might just come in and try to take your stuff from the league hall. You can hit R3 to lock who's all online, who's not online in your roster, and then sort by from different location, highest to the lowest rank, the highest rank, the lowest rank, names from the A through Z's, or numbers goes first, then letters, level, who's highest, highest level to the lowest, access, decent, CR, who's at the highest CR, who's the lowest CR, highest PvP CR to the lowest, current location, ranking, like just like on the top, level CR, CR is combat rating. Now, actually, action, if you want to leave league, disband league, if you're going to leave league, you have to promote somebody to leader before you leave. But I'm disbanding to break it out. Now I'm not in a league. You can lock styles, your look, so if you pick up something new, you'll be up on top, lock all, then everything now is all locked. Then you still can change. This is different materials. They're gonna eventually put out more. If you would still want to change your own color of it. Titles, specific feats or features. If you go to your deeds, the trophy icon, then you have feats. Every 100 feat points is 1 skill point. Mostly level 30 is where you're going to be getting a lot of these. One star equal 10 points. 2 are 25. And then 3 is 50. The Legends PvE is more a special event kind of thing, where you can get extra feats from. There are base items that you have to collect from, like, black boxes. If you're a legendary membership, you can open those freely, so you don't have to spend money on it. Just these items, the shady stuff, are pretty much items that you can get from missions. These are just the same way. Dynasty, Playhouse, the same way as the above. Mystical. And those, pretty much the only one that's from lockbox are the very top one. Generals, where you have become a member of the sorority with Circe mentor. Open 5 treasure boxes, the little gray and like a big gray box in low level mission. A few high levels, like once you hit level 30, you have to do 25 hit counter, break 5 healing barrels. You can pretty much get all 200 50 fire barrels or red barrels. And then up to that portion, you can get up to 25 healing barrel. Usually, when I'm in here making a new character, I'm go for those feats. And when you see a little icon on the side of it, is your replay badges, like on the top right next to feat points 10/100. The little star icon is your replay badges. I had 0 because I already spent it like a couple days ago. Then there's collection. You have to get the classic collections in game. Look, all your green, your blue markers, your player briefing, investigation, and your collections are the golden question marks. You can go online and look it up for different, like on YouTube or Google it. Token Americas, when you have token victories, you can buy those feats. Get those. You can use replays to buy these feats. 3 replays, 4 2s. 1 star is 1 replays, 3 is 5. Exploration is pretty much the most easiest one. You just have to enter those areas. Like for villains, you have to go in each of the nightclubs, all 5 of them. Explore all alerts. Smallville, Bloodhaven, Oolong Island, Gorilla Island, Area 51, and High Moon. Smallville, you would have to get till you hit a CR combat rating of 43, I want to say. But you can enter those other missions as generals. Just like your explore the whole Gotham area, Gotham, Metropolis, the Alert, Kandak, Raid, all your Batcave Outer. Just like how each section, if you push X on Metropolis, it's all giving you the whole listing where you actually get it. If you need a little more assistant, there are certain areas that you have to go into. Just like your Gotham, so it's the same way. Hall of Doom, you have to go into each wing. Like Metropolis. Go over to the top of the Daily Planet, the Lex Tower, Superman statue, visit that. There's an exploration for Booster Gold mission where you have to go to those certain areas. So on the way to certain missions, you're gonna eventually get a lot of these done. Visit Strikers, that's another Booster Gold part mission. Say like Little no, Chinatown is easier. Like you're a villain, you're gonna be highlighting the Sheeta's Den, that's your nightclub. The theater, Chinese theater, you can fly over there. Each of the South and North district. The police station for the Heroes safe house. Your magnet shop for the hero side first inside mission. Little Bohemia nightclub, you still have to go to the police station and the nightclub, but for a villain, don't go right exactly where the bouncers outside where people will be hanging around, because the other factions bouncers or guards would actually knock you back and knock you backwards, so you can't go in. Just like Gotham is the same way. Visit your crime alley where Bruce's parents died. On top of the East End, if you're a Batman mentor, you go on top of it is where the bat signal is at. Raids, exploration, like you go into every little areas. Even in Area 51, there's a top part there's really no mission to. But if you want to actually either save somebody from trying to commit suicide, or if you just encourage somebody, if you're on a villain side, and just encourage them to jump. That's an area where you have to go all the way up on top. But you don't have to leave the instant to actually go. You can just save it to when everybody else actually, like the scorecard pops up as soon as actually you're done with the actual mission. But before you leave the ship, not go to the last location. Leaving to the last location would put you outside of the missions. Then you have your raids, like those are just exploration. You have to just go to each of those specific areas. Black Adam, pretty much it's just instantly once you hit to the last boss. Your Batcave, you have to go in each and every single section of it. Then your Batcave Inner, but by the time you go to the last room, you're already getting those feats. Your solo, you have to do up to 100 Toyman mission. So if you do all 3 each day, as soon as you get all 3 done, you get a feat where you have to complete all 3 of the missions. You have to do it like up to 100 mission. That's pretty much 1 month and 3 days. On the 3rd day, you only have to do like 1 mission or 2 missions. Do each solos and stuff like that. Another is with your marketplace. You have your journal where all your mission is. You can hide them, so you don't have to actually have to pay attention to them. Inventory is pretty much you're going to be going into a lot. Stats, hitting L and R1, flipping to items, stats, currency. Stabilizer is a new lockbox form, but they call it time capsules. Here. So, you know what? So in order to turn your sound down, go to your option, your sprocket, or your very bottom. If you push start, single start it. Then go to settings. You have, this is how I have my settings: auto follow, auto zoom. My camera, I have that off. Don't need it. I don't really care for the vibration anymore. Used to. Auto lock, that will come in handy. And this is for like your damage summary portion. You have after combat 1, after 1, 10, 30 seconds, 60 seconds. Suicide Squad, where if you into a high level mission or in queuing up for a general alert, if you're a low level, where you're able to say if there's a villain trying to queue up, you can actually queue up with the hero and you can do the same mission, maybe either on the villain's version or the hero's version. And it would also help queuing up a little easier too. Role, enable role optional. It's pretty much depends on how you actually set it up. If you queue up for, like, say, damage roll, it might actually say, oh, if it pops up on you, it would say any. I mean, you can queue for a damage roll, or say if I'm a sorcery, so it would say healer roll. You can turn it off so it just queues of it. But if you have it queues off, and the queues would be slower. Risk and reward, and allow placement into instant in progress. So instance already progress is already in the middle, maybe at the last boss of Area 51. You're able to actually get into it and complete it that way. But you just missed out on the first 2 bosses, or first 3, for your loot. But generals, they don't have loot locked, so you can rerun it as many times to get the best type of gear as possible. Lock PvE, PvP phase for operations. So maybe somebody's in PvP needs some assistance over on that side. Turn that one on. Ignore group invites, league invites, trade, duel, like where you can duel the same faction, or maybe if you're in open world, you see a hero, you don't want anybody else to attack you. Well, PvP, that's something entirely different. You have ignore chat invites, that's custom channels. You have scrimmages where you can just scrimmage somebody, just like duels, but you can set it up as a non-ranked match in arenas or legends PvE. Instant invites, so people can't just ninja invite you. Show vendor stuff, I have that off. Profanity, that's kind of broken at the moment. Rotate minimap, I have that on. Show overhead league names. If you have a league, you can have it show for either for nobody, so nobody's in the league. Friendly players, like your opposite faction or friends. Enemy players, or all players. Overhead titles, same way, factored, where you can choose your own title. Show my overhead test. See, Jack Woods on the hit aspect. Now you don't see it. The more interaction for PS3 or low internet, like low memories factored, the less laggy it would be. More tabs equal more lag. Enable chat fade, that's your chat box if you push select. Enable ability tray fading, that's your start menu, like if with your loadout. Green is based off of if a little bar underneath your loadout where it says, like right now I'm holding L2, so you have your square, triangle, circle, and X. Underneath that there's little slashes down. Green is actually your skill point bar. Purple is actually your experience. Once you hit level 30, it's really not necessary to have anything like that. And show skill points ability in ability trait. That's what I was just saying. Your experience bar. Hide UI during gameplay. Well, if you really want to actually, if you memorize your load out so well. Screen scale, you can actually change. See how big it's just gotten? I prefer mine all the way to the right, or unless you have probably get annoyed. You prefer it to be big. Then you have open world display combat rating, CR. Either if you're a PvP user, you can actually change that to that so you can see what other people's PvP is. Chat function, that's your chat box menu. See, there. See, look how big that is. If you have a hard time with reading small lettering, or unless if you have a small TV, might you have to be on the big screen. I prefer it to be on 20. Your HUD, that's your top left. Here, let me put this at like that. It's faded, so you barely can see it. Back all the way to the right. See, now you can see it more. If you're a non-hostile, you can hide, so I have mine off so I can see them. Purple mean it's your enemies. Red mean they're in PvP toggle. So you can battle those people. If you are in PvE, you have to toggle it on. If you're in PvP phase, you can go enter in PvP, switch phase by going to your HQ, like Hall of Doom or Watchtower, whatever side you're on. Heroes are in Watchtower, villains are in the Hall of Doom. In the center HUD. Show loading screen tips, I have mine off. If you want to see who's logged in, like your friends, who's in your league, or whatnot. League members, when they actually get a skill point. I mean, like a feat completed. Display, marketplace upgrade. Show mission tracker reminder. I have that off because it does get annoying. Show critical hit bubbles. And then you have your PvP function for new players, would actually does come in handy because it does show you a symbol when you actually have them on. Myself. See, you see that symbol? See, I'm block breaking the little targeting system. See, lunging, interrupt. This one don't even have anything, but it's a block break. See? Turn these off. There we go. Now your audio, you can turn these down if you don't like the sound. Because a lot of the Brainiac stuff does annoy me a little bit. Movie, that not so much because they don't have that much of a movies that much anymore. Mostly the low levels. There we go. Your enable voice channel, where if you have a mic, you have a problem to go in. So you go into your, hit R1 to set in your setting, options, settings, then hit R1 to voice, Then enable voice channel, like voice chat. You have that on if you want to test it, just if it's going on right. This is how I set mine up. The mic that I'm using right now is a Afterglow. So this is where you could have a Turtle Beach, an old PS3 Turtle Beach. You can have set it up to this point, just like a step that going upward. It won't be that much. But if you have any of these all the way up on top, you will have a distorted sound. Game audio fade when you're talking on a mic. And then push to talk is a right D-pad. Doesn't matter if you're on a PS3 or PS4. You can turn that off and allow people to talk. Now, voice channel switching is where you don't have to, you can do it manually, or if you want to just stay inside a league chat and don't listen to other people in your instant chat. But a lot of these instant, you have to communicate with one another if somebody dies and whatnot, especially if you're a new player. But there are a lot of the fact with PS4 or some PC players that does live stream that they might look like they're in instant chat, but they're really not. Proxy chat, not so much everybody uses, but there are a few people who does do these. This is mostly people who are nearby you that are talking. But there is a certain distance that you have to be over, be right by. Here's your auto and manual. I have on my manual video where you can change the aspect of the color. Dark is far left. Then your far right, light. PS4 don't like it, just wants you to have your gamma all the way to the right more. But if you have it more in the middle, there won't be really anything different from the PS3 or 4 graphic, really. Maybe that might have been the reason why. This is your outlining. If you go right behind something, let's see if I can get into a don't see the light. Not working. And there's a lot of glitches does actually happen. And then you have in default they have loot and combat. You can go up to it and push triangle. Here, you know what? I'll go make a tab just like these where you can push triangle to delete them or leave the group, just like SG. Voice channel. There's your voice channel up on top. Go back in. Delete that. Now, this is how I set up. If you go to your default after you remove it, loot or combat likes to just stay up there, so you sometimes have to just back out, go back into it, and then push triangle on that one. Then hit square on default. Not a lot of people still use says shout, but I remove them and I just have tell, broadcast, system, group, league, sometime on items. Don't need looking for group, only if you actually decide to turn it on when you're actually about to form a group, because people will still be able to see your text if you have that off. And the message of the day is pretty much the three things that always gonna be on, even if you try to turn it off, is MOTD, message of the day, system, and broadcast. But those are the ones that are main ones that you should have on, or unless you don't care to see what your items are gonna be like. Another is where you can type down, like say, DPS. You can create. Should be able to allow me a. Don't think that. I think that's blocked. Type damage. Okay, damage works. Okay, you go down to damage, scroll all the way down, don't have nothing else but damage summary. Well, you can actually do more than that, but I like just doing damage itself. If you put like damage in, damage out. But if you put damage summary and then you save it, push square. And then once you hit something, it will go on your chat tab. If you like you can change your channel by your hitting L or R1, and you go into it. When you start doing damage, you can actually see what your numbers will be for damage per second, how many hit counters you do, and whatnot. And then now, all the way in the very last one, you have your controller concept, your racer style, your shooter, your classic style, remote play style. See, there's your racer base. Your push to right, your right D-pad, roll switch is L2, target lock is L1, toggle fast movement, pretty much your L3. Interact is triangle, range, square. Your quick menu pushing down. Well, the other one is actually default is actually different. Triangle is your range, melee is square. Shooters, let's see what shooters are. Pretty much interaction, triangle, melee, which one's range? Range is R1. Wild cards, shift. Your select button is base rotation, or that's your touch pad, because I'm on a PS4. Of course, I'm live streaming. Base color menu, R1. Remote play, about the same as the default. Interact, circle, R2 block. Start menu option for PS4. Start is actually your start. Start is option. Start is actually PS3. Jump, flight, dive up, X. Just to pretty much fly straight upward. See, left is your social menu, up is your action menu, fast chat, select button, touchscreen, touchpad, remote, base remote play style. Back to default. See, left on your D-pad. Nearby. But if you have other people on, you can set up it. Let's see if I can add one of my other. See, now you have set voice volume. If somebody's too loud or too soft on your end, you can actually set up their volume a little bit more. You can invite them if they're online. If you don't like them how they acting toward you, you can add them to your ignore list. Then you can remove friends if you have them. Send tells to them if they're online. You can't send tells to people who are on the opposite faction. So if they're in the group with you, like in an instant, you only can type it in group chat or the instant chat. Or you could go into versus mode and do it that way. Your friends list, your league, group, bases, whoever base you have permission to go into. Ignore, who's all on your ignore list, who's recent tests. Because I turned mine off, it's not going crazy, but I had to get out of the Brainiac ship to actually have the voice channel. Push down for your chat emotes, your action, say wave. Let's try that again. There. Blow a kiss. Women and guys has the same one, like on that. Certain one has the same. Ew, feminine. He's a tough guy. Point. Different one has different taunts if you have different stance. Salute. Shout. Evil laugh. Brood. That's a powerful look. If you have the comic, you actually flip around and shake your booty at the person. Now, like dance, this is your powerful dance. For serious, you just stand straight with your hand, arms crossed, and nodding your head. See, look at my color of my disc. It's purple because the first slot right here. Now, see, there we go. That's why I set it up like that. And there you go, back on that. Let me remove that. Now here's your marketplace, a shopping cart icon. Where you get the stabilizer. If you get a certain, if you're B legendary, you do get a 10% discount. But in order to get cash, marketplace cash, you have to have certain money. 10,000 marketplace cash, $85 pretty much. Like 45 for 50. Oh, like 5,000. 2,000, pretty much $20 is $20. 1,000 is pretty much $10. Well, penny cheaper actually. And $5, 500 is pretty much $5. And good day. Welcome to the live stream. There's your bundle, Power of the Light. Description. That's what you would get. You would get the green aura, or unless if you PS Plus, you actually have a chance of getting that a special deal with just a Pacific one, but this is a different feature of it. That you can get a free green aura without actually personally buying this. But they give you the hard light power and the rage power if you buy this packages, just like in its description. Utility belt bundle. I already have that bundle. See, your layer system will come and play off of this. Your episode 26 all the way straight down to the very first one, Fight for Light, Lightning Strikes, Battle for Earth, The Last Laugh, Hand of Faith, Home Turf, Origin Crisis, Sons of Trigon, War of the Light Part 1, Amazon Part 1, Halls of Power Part 1. That one, League Hall, more factored with, you can go inside of your League Hall or certain people, others if you don't have one. Or if it's somebody on your friends list. If you have nobody on the friends list, then it just goes on in a random one. Then they have Part 2s of A War of Light, Amazon Fury, Halls of Power. They're breaking it down in like episode, then they change it to the actual name because the Halls of Powers in Part 2 was the last of what they actually had. Small little DLC package. Then they just call it as episode as small little, even more smaller packages. But they need more funds, so the best way to go at this point is instead of being legendary, because it's cheaper than actually Netherwinter, they could just drop legendary and just main the game itself based off of just every time you spend $5 your in-game cash would actually increases, so then everybody has escrow. And I'd be right back. Alright, I'm back. And when you back to the marketplace. Well, when you buy something, it goes into certain items will go into your redeem, like styles. The PvP exabyte, like the Arkham Asylum Joker look. You have to collect each one of these if you want them on. And when you buy a lot of these styles, there are feats you have to collect for X amount of them. And you will see it as soon as I go into mine. Steals exhibit. Now, because I don't have the layer at the moment, I can't collect those just yet. But the base items one, I can. Teleporter will really help. You have to buy it on the marketplace, especially if you still need a certain a certain expiration point. If you're having trouble, like say maybe to actually find a specific one, like say maybe the bats, like say the memorial in Gotham. Some people are does have a hard time trying to look for it, but it's one of the first booster gold you had to go inside of, and there's some flowers that you have to go inside of the alleyway. Once you just walk around that corner, yeah, I can't equip those ones. These are girls' styles. See, now time to collect them all. Must collect them all. Gotta collect them. There's 10 styles, see, right there. Just at the beginning. These are special items that you can't get. These are just exclusive. Special item. Black aura. Green aura. I will show you what those look like. 25 styles, see? If you buy all the styles, even the DLC if you wanted to. Delete. Just push triangle and push X, and there's a glimmering hearts aura. Those are for Valentine's Day kind of auras. But I kind of use my loyalty where you get 500 loyalty each month if you're legendary. You get 150 replay badges every month. Okay, now accessories. There's the glimmering hearts aura. You just have hearts falling downward. And then glowing firefly. A lot of people don't like this. When you're actually moving, they're flying around you. When you moving, they disappear. Green aura. See, there you go. Let me actually go do this. See I'm moving. Stop. Now glimmering will just stay there. R3 to block. R1. Slim black aura. More realistic in my opinion are the slims. PS3, even if you have an aura, it does like to lag out. But black is easier to load than white because it's actually too much. It's too bright. More interaction, the more lag. The less lag. More tabs, more lags. More interaction, more lags. More tabs mean actually on the voice channel. Like if you're in a league in your group, you should pretty much have default group, and then when you go into your in a group with your friends or your league mates, you would even then go into an instant. You would have instant group, league, then default. And then you put it on small lettering, it will cut down on your lag too. See, titles, still haven't got nothing, but okay.
Unfortunate. The ship knows you're
There.
awake.
Oh, I got a time capsule. Good day. Now let's go kick some butt.
Activity on the ship's network shows they're gathering.
Now skip all these ads.
Contain the human.
You have enough health. Then you have a hit counter, feet. Certain weapon you can actually get 25 hit counter at that point.
Gather reinforcements. I will patrol towards
They
the
did
prison.
up the damage so people can burn these because they had some issues with trying to complete it. So now let me just stand here. There is another feat where you break out X amount of time.
Overload. Slam.
See there. If you stay in here just to do this 5 times and then kill the guy.
Charging.
Overlay. Slam. Does get annoying. Walk over on the opposite side. See if you actually test.
Charging. Overload.
So that's 2.
Charging. Overload. Slam.
See, it's supposed to always break out, but they added immunity, so you have to wait.
Charging. Overload. Slam.
See, good way to test out is by just
Charging. Overload. Slam.
there you go. Give me one more time. Walk out.
Charging. Overload. Slam.
There you go.
Damage detected. Systems down.
There you go. So yeah, I got my
That thing is an
level
overseer.
2.
They're no joke. Let's get you out of the halls. Transport tubes crisscross the entire
Now they
ship.
used to
And
had
you can
this
get out of there.
up here, but people had some problem with trying to figure out what the heck to go. But they also before they did that, they put a boxes just to go allow you to go up here. Then you go down this direction. Oh, you know what? I went backward. Ever since they did that. Yeah, see, this is the one. You go up here. Then you come down this direction. See, this is the point that actually kind of pushed this downward, this whole tunnel right here. Then you was supposed to level up from on that side.
Search the vessel.
Go inventory. Belt. Don't use no colas because you will need it for cash. And then, in my opinion, the best type of combination, if you go get the far left side to get your Circle of Destiny, and its destruction in DPS. Protection is actually for your healer. So it's Circle of Protection. Then if you have Rifle, Rifle gives you the most ticks than pistols if you lunge, and you can do additional damage with even in P or E with Weapon of Destiny. So you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 powers just go in there. Summon, tree. You would have Guardian, Boon of Souls, Soul Well, and then your Watcher and Fury. And then you get your offering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11 right there. 12, 13 right there. Then they want to stay alive a little longer when you're blocking, or reduce incoming damage from enemy attacks. You get your defense and toughness, especially if you like dueling a lot. That what comes in play. Either that, you increase your power and your VIT. Mostly these are the bottom right is mostly your DPS. Then the next one with the plus on it is your healers. And then you have your dominance and VIT and powers are your controller. Then you have your health and defense is your tank. Then these are, everything else is mostly just for kicks. And then you push forward.
The ship's patrolling for you. We're not out yet. Brace yourself. More security's coming your way.
This could have been a boss room as well. Now, this is another spot I just skipped. You might have to watch out if you have like shield or something very weak weapon, because they can kill you if you don't watch it. Come on, you little goofballs. And they're moving pretty slow.
There's a high security nexus up ahead. Get through and use the transport tube.
Activate those punks. Jump back over. Just lunge. Let's see if I get the 100 hit counter right here. I don't know. Lately they haven't allowed rifles to do it. I got the 50s. There's 58. Ooh. Okay, so that's 4. 58. So that's pretty much 60. 2. Now those are your treasure boxes that you would have to break at the most is actually 1,000. Like the orange barrels, the helium barrels, not helium crystals. Now I got a mail. Drop down, you activate this.
Delivering shipment of Earth goods.
Amber Bug used to been able to drop from there time to time. Now that little helium barrel where I'm looking at, that I'm targeting on, those are the don't count for the helium barrels. This is where you can get the 250 fire barrels, the red barrels feed. See, there's 5. Good day, welcome to the stream. So if you have sorcery, you can actually use the rifle with Weapon of Destiny to do the most text damage.
Brace yourself. More security's coming your way.
There you go. Now let me look around. See if I blew up all the red barrels around here. Nope. Grab this. Slam this right there so it don't glitch it with the gravity crystal. Fly back. There you go, you pop that. Move over here. If you have super speed, you can easily jump straight across if you can time it right. Those are the helium barrel I just broke. Pop. Or you can just do this. Pop that. Fly across. There. Add another helium barrels. Now another way you can do is if you kind of messed up on the spawn, you can push forward.
My readings show a full-scale invasion force aboard. We have to destroy this ship.
You don't fight those. Would've been nice though.
Human activity detected nearby.
Well, you don't get the 100 hit counter from this point on. You get in the last room now. Now this is your PvP function. If you look on the red lettering, see, you see that? You hold block for your counter in. See, you see that little red icon on that? Then you can attack. block, block, they both, and you can attack. But they kind of messed this up where they actually able, because people was having problem with the PvP function, where this don't actually interrupt you anymore. So you have to hold square when you see somebody using hand blasters or pulse beam effect. Lunge. That's healing barrel. And the thing about lock, auto lock, it like messing up at a lot of times. See? See? I'm holding triangle. Hold triangle. Can't really lunge somebody who's actually like this. See? Do it again. See, this is where the immunity comes in play. Once you got immunity for block break, like interruption, is where you have that problem. Now you hold block again, wait, pop, see, there we go, pop. Now, let me go back over here. Nope, I don't got nothing. Oh, that's part of my weapon, yeah. Nope, no, see, there we go. Use my first skill point off that. See, look on the very bottom. I have set my skill points on the very bottom, not my experience, because in this point you don't really have experience these guys gives you. So you can't just farm in this area till you hit level 30. See, this is where you can get your healing barrel, but these ones don't really spawn back. What a pity though. A little plus on it. This ain't the spot. Okay, there's nothing. That would be shack if they actually allow these things to be respawnable. If you're on PS3, pet powers always would help with lag at times. Sometimes you have to spawn them, and then if they're already spawned, then you would have to, in order to despawn them, you like say at where guarding is at, you hold L2 and then hold square. They disappear, and I summon them. Then they, then the rendering issue will start loading up again. But try to, if you have so many people has auras, you gotta watch out for, because it does like to lag out in that point of view. Actually, I meant to. I don't want that box. Break those. Actually, I meant to actually grab that other one, just by force of habit. Break those. You do this too when you get the 250 fire barrel. By the time that you get that, you're gonna get the 25 healing barrel before you do that. But when you try to break those one, you can actually get it a little quicker. Sometimes you if you don't do that, then you to go move on till that healing barrel room. Then you're gonna actually gonna get the fire barrel before the healing barrel, like maybe 2 or 3 time around. And welcome to the live stream. Fly back over here. You wait. Respawn. pop. Grab, break, and then right on your HUD where the name is, top left, you do have the health bar, the power bar, and then you have a supercharged bar if you have a special, like say grand summoning. Okay, your 25%, 50% moves, 35 if you have a certain move. Like Quantum has a 35. Transcend for most of your healers. Your Grand Summoning is your DPS. Those are your supercharges. On your HUD, it's actually the very here, you know what? Let me use a white healing barrel. The tip of the white crystal, touching it, it's turn into red, then start turning into yellow. That curves around. That is your supercharged bar. When you have a full bar, it's at 100%. Will allow you to use one of those. There are a lot of the low-level mission. A few of the early 2 players has a certain feat that actually you do not use a supercharge or a cola for a feat. A lot of the low level has for the second part, when like say Gorilla Grog, if you're a Superman mentor where you have to fight, or for Wonder Woman, you have to, the first one with Felix Faust, those inside mission has those School of Hard Knot. Plus also you do not die in that part of mission. If you died in the beginning part, you have to also watch out. You can't just walk out and walk back in. You have to start over on that mission. Or unless you know a friend or somebody who can actually help you go through that and without dying, they can do all of it and then you get all the loot by just boosting. See, I've already got my skill point. See, there you go. Now this is your weapon mastery. You need 20 skill points plus overhead slam, flamethrower, rolling barrage, and flip burst. You have to get this one first left side over ham, and then of course you got that. Flip burst. Flamethrower right there, fourth one down. And so this one, if you don't, this is not your main weapon, you don't really have to get the other two, this one or this one. You just have to get the rightful amount. Then another with weapon mastery, full auto. Then you have to go into pistol and get that weapon mastery. But I won't be able to go in get anything till it unlocks to when I get out of Brainiac ship. And then you go to dual pistols mastery. It will tell you what you need. Those 4 moves are technically, you just need all these weapons combos to get that. Then plus the 20 marks. you don't need to concentrate on getting, like, if you're going to be a damage roll, concentrate on damage. Like, you would need the critical attack damage, your precision. Then you can get your, say, your health and defense if you into PvP. At this moment, everything's kind of relying on combat rating, CR, not as much of stat itself, but skill point does help, especially once there's a new update that comes back, going back to the old way where stats matter. So the more skill points you get, the more you actually have a better chance of do more damage. If you take the very bottom row, power and vit is for controllers. Health and dom is pretty much your tank. If you're a fire tank, well, it's sorcery. Is pretty much resto. But healers need resto. Then you have might and precision, your DPS. So you have your might and precision, DPS. Healer is resto. Health and dom is your tank. And then you have power and vit is your controller. That's how you can take the first 2 tiers aspect of it. I hope you guys understand so far what I mean by all this. Break. Then after when I finish with taking all this portion up, reset this point. When you're in movement mode, you actually get out of combat slower. Okay. Trophies, beats, general. No. Healing barrels, 17 out of 25. I have 89 out of 100 fire barrels. And welcome to the stream. So this is where I'm almost got my 250 fire barrels, red barrels. My healing barrel's almost done. Break. Just already inside of this beginning point. So a person who like to just have enough money on this to spend on this game, don't go legendary right away and just buy every single packages all in one go. You can get a lot of feet by just doing this all solo, but it's better just to be legendary. You still can buy the styles on the marketplace. Spawn up, pick up, slam. Yeah. No, I'm just waiting. Dang, this part is a little boring, but this also works up on your patience when you do this. These days, a lot of people do need to work on their patience. I don't really that much use guarding that much, but they can actually break down and make every power first moves a 30% damage portion, and just have like heroes should have a Amazon to help you, and a beast and more could have been a on if you're a Circe mentor, like on a villain side. Hardlight don't have a construct that helps you like sorcery or earth or gadget. Ice has a little pet, Ice Devil. but they're not an actual pet, just like nature has. They could use powers as vision effects, because a lot of these powers has actually the same vision effect of interaction if you try to summon something. It's just how you actually think, how you analyze life. I think this is like the 4th healing barrels. And good day, welcome to the live stream. Any questions? I made a another live stream if anybody just joining. This is a part 2 version, just to actually explaining what the create character kind of menu portion with this character. But every time I do make a character, see if ambush bug got stuck up here. I might have probably just completely removed him from here. I actually haven't seen his mug in here over what, like about a year or so. Don't really make that much of any character like what I used to. There's my 25 healing barrel. Mean I should be near done on my fire. 154. And it's just moving pretty quick. Super speed would just practically have been done by now. There. Only needed like less than 100 left. Hey, disband. So that's like 3 right there. If you reset it, get this one to respawn. I don't know what happened to that one. Unless it actually broke with that, glitched out with that gravity item. They could pretty much change this, destroying like 250 and 1,000 healing barrels and treasure box. Just make it, add them all up to like break 3,000 items. By the time you do all this, it was piled up. I probably would have already destroyed like more than that, because you have the boxes, healing crystals and gravity crystals. Actually, it probably would have also helped with this device where you had to drop down and they all just get destroyed. Should have counted for. kind of movement. Go back in as soon as my weapon be drawn out. Wow. Today button came speed up really fast. By currency wise, they have even different seasonal marks. Like October's has a Halloween seasonal, Christmas seasonal, Valentine's seasonal, St. Patrick's Day. Summer has their own. They could cut them. A lot of these games could just have 3 different currencies: replay badges, a mark system, and then in-game cash. And that's practically it. And almost in generally, every game has a certain prestige portion. This game's prestige currency is actually for league hall portion. When you get a league hall, there's a certain prestige amount you can only earn in 1 week. But you still can earn more prestige just for your own character, that just for to show that you have more prestige than certain somebody. Then they have statuaries for each leagues. Now let me go check. I should have it. Another 24 more. See there. And good day, welcome to the live stream. People are walking in, but they're just walking out. Somebody was saying that they lag in this live stream, so I think I might need to readjust something. Let's see. Fix what I wanted to see. I'll go finish it. There. See, and while you're still doing this, this still will help you out with doing the 1,000 healing barrels. And in Area 51 is another place where you can get this. even Gorilla Grog, you can get the fire barrel feat in there too, up on top in the first room. Oh, and there's my 250 fire barrel. And welcome to the live stream. And then there you go. And then I already have 2 skill points off that. No healing barrels, they don't respawn.
The main gun is just ahead. Destroy it, and the blowback will disrupt the ship's shields. Then we can get on board and shut this down.
And if you still want to do some more break out certain amount of stuff. And another way how you can get some cash for in this game, you just need at least 100 cash, in-game cash, and I have 88 right now. This next room, you can just wait for when the enemy respawn. This ship guarding looks a lot more dumb than the other. The other one's actually was green, better looking. Guarding, supreme guarding. You just destroyed 3 of these. There you go. Now you just stand back and just just wait to when they respawn. Keep your eyes on the cash. 88. Almost every other enemy will drop a dollar or so. Here, let me summon this. Get these, so even if you have that problem with auto locking, that messes up. I got him. Serbo. I'll kick your butt. Oh, YouTube. A lot of people who are angry about the YouTube policy that you can't swear. Well, know what? You can pretty much just change the like what some people say, the ASS word. They don't say nothing about spelling it on that. Every rule can be bent, but you can actually try to make it more a comedy adjustment for a little more extra based off of comedy based type of people who like something funny, by just saying, oh, stupid butt or monkey butt, F this, F that, or stuff like that. Just edit those kind of words that you usually would say. Just don't try to be in a rush to do something. It's life. Enjoy life to the fullest. See, there you go. Some people think this game is a rating M for mature, but technically this is rating T for teen. And there's a lot of adults that plays this and try to make it as a rating M. and a lot of this is also comic book lovers that loves this game, and they try to take it for granted. They just see it as it's supposed to be this way, not the other way. Laptop has more capability than smart devices, like smartphones and whatnot. The real Engine 4 is pretty much got that adjustment of added in function where it allow you to use a touch devices. Okay, let's see how much I have. 98. Oh, then again, it is actually got that brand new system. I'm just destroying this. Now this is where you can get the 100 hit counter if you do it right. Here, let me disband my guardian. See if I can get it. See, there you go. Break out, and I'm still hitting my hit counter. He used to had a 200 hit counter, but they removed it. Mostly, I believe, because of FOS 1 when that first released. People was able to glitch the first boss by just surrounding them.
You have doomed yourself. You will go down with this.
And I already got another skill point. I got 4 skill point. So if you bought all the styles and all the PvP function that you can get while you're legendary, you can pretty much get a lot of the more skill points off of all this. People did not want people to buy the base item and earn the feats because they actually sell them on the broker, and that's the reason why. Another reason, and some people just don't want it to be paid to win. Well, technically, it is free to. It's free to play, but then once in a certain level, then it's paid to win. It's just in disguise in a different format. It's paid to win disguised as a free to play game. Just like Netherwinter, the same. Just stand really quick so you can actually talk to them. Should be on an automatic cutscene. Now,
Brainiac. Oh, his little games amuse me. He will never master the intricacies of magic. And now, thanks to a doomed little man in a metal suit, magic is unleashed on Earth. Only he who cannot rule destroys. And with these new villains, magic will rule at last. Wonder Woman claims to champion the gods? She will soon bow to me, Circe. For the age of magic has come.
You did it. Lex will shut down the rest. I've hacked the teleporters to deliver you to safety. Go. Now.
So, and that's it for the tutorial part now. Well, thank you for watching for this second half of this. Have a good rest of your night, people. let me show you what after this, where you walk out. After when I chose Circe Mentor, you go into.
Well, you were capable enough to get out of Brainiac's ship. Good. Welcome to Sheeta's Den, one of many nightclubs throughout Gotham and Metropolis that function as safe houses for our kind of folk. You can find all kinds of things here.
See, there you go. That's what you get. Now this is what I mean by actually.
You can follow instructions. These are the vendors. This is the place to repair gear, sell
this
gear,
is it.
get connected with factions. Some vendors have special gear you can't get anywhere else, so make friends. Earn renown with them to get your hands on their goodies.
Oh, I can actually sell those now. Oh, I didn't realize that. They must have changed that. So, I don't need any of the time capsule anymore. Don't repair your gear just yet. Grab the legs, the head, increase of stats. Green on stats mean it goes up. And there we go. Now sell all your old stuff. Then you scroll down to get your new AK-47 style. Equip it once. Unequip, put the better one on because the other one gives more health than the new one. Sell that. Repair. Now you got everything from that portion.
Welcome to the mailroom. You've got your mailboxes.
Get
your
my
home
face
telephone,
from
DVD, and alert
Calculator.
recruiters.
Or if you're on a hero
You know
site,
how
it's
to use a
Oracle.
mailbox, right? Good.
Then there you
I
go.
sent you a little something something. Check it out. Then go speak with Blood Priest Strag here in the nightclub. You're already on the payroll.
Quit.
I am the goddess Circe, and I am impressed. Not all of Brainiac's targets are
And this is your boost your gold mission I was talking about on the earlier.
Hello, and welcome to the Booster Gold Exploration Adventure Series. This adventure will take you to the Chinatown
is it?
district of Metropolis.
8:32
I'm Booster Gold.
Center time. They used to allow you to go get talk to another goon. I think this was him, where you actually get the the Brainiac mission outside around the corner. Now loyalty, when you're legendary, when you get the 500 loyalty, stabilizer is your time capsule, what I was talking about earlier. But to get stabilized fragments, you have to do the special event. And it's not available because I want to say you have to be level 10 to actually get to that. And this is where you get the loyalty. Each safe houses, police station or nightclub, is right here on this whole wall between these two on your left side from the when you walk in. Gonna be on your left. Just straight across. Let's see, right there. That little vending machine right here, legendary. You open it, you get aura package. Purple plasma aura, blue, dark blue smoke aura, purple Nimbus aura. Then this is for your, like, most of your Bombshell Harley style that I was trying to actually not to click on. But this is where you can actually dress up as Bombshell Harley. This is your Amazon hairstyle. Let's see if I can. Warrior beret, mostly good for. It's pretty much women's styles. Then dark night, pretty much your cat woman and your Batwoman and Batman's kind of Batboy or whatever you want to call him. Stabilizer, 100 loyalty, mean a dollar, but 100 is a dollar. 20 is 19, pretty much you save a dollar if you're legendary. 500 loyalty, you get 150. Pretty much the same amount of replays you would get. $10 for 350. Repair bots, 5 repair bots, vault, 1 vault, 5 vault tickets. Save your vault ticket to when you hit level 30. Once you hit level 30, then you're gonna start getting a mark of victory inside of the vault. And Solo Cola Ultimate 12-pack. Pretty much not as much useful in here because very easy to get it now. Total Recovery Kit. Good to get practically all your exabytes for modding gear. R&D scanner to find exobits quicker. Enhancer, radar enhancer, helps you find collections, player brief, and investigations easier. Renown, help you to bring up your renown quicker. XP boosters, like 2-pack. And then you have a plus that actually gives you even more XP than the regular XP booster. Then of course your powers you can also buy. Change name token, league chain name token. Respect token for power change. Movement type. A lot of neat stuff that you can get for loyalty. Well, anyways, nice to actually, I'm gonna end it right here. Hope I can hope you guys thumb this up on YouTube. Subscribes on it. So, well, catch you later. Save. Peace out.